I use different furnishings, appliances, objects, and pieces related to interior design that I'm finding from different sources like thrift stores, second-hand shops, online marketplaces, flea markets. Sometimes I'm also borrowing the things from my friends and colleagues and curators. I'm trying to be sensitive to the space itself, to the context, which means that those arrangements are site-specific and they are really ephemeral, as you can get from my approach, that they're existing only for the particular time, for the time of the exhibition. Usually I'm not explaining the pieces themselves. I'm trying to keep them open for the interpretation because I really would like to avoid this hierarchy between the creative unit and the viewer. So in this case, I would really like my pieces to speak by themselves. And by the way, about the titles, that's probably the only small arrows that I use in order to give a bit of the direction of a thought for the viewer, maybe to understand better my logic in making this piece and having this piece done. But that's those kind of anchors, the small anchors that I call the titles, that's the only ones that kind of giving you a bit of my perspective. But the rest is up to you how to interpret them. In this case, like I'm usually working in such a manner that I'm making a series of works. So it's barely just one work or like one piece for the occasion, but rather several. And in this case, it's also not an exclusion from this logic. I made, again, a series of works. And I also think it's quite important that it is a series so you can look through one piece to the other pieces. And then this vision might also give you a bit of more insight of what was my intention there. Also, sometimes when I'm picking certain objects, it's not always that the activation of them immediately happen. It's not always that they starting to speak right away, but I just feel something and then I leave them for a while. And this for a while could be also quite a while. It really depends. But then sometimes, suddenly, also something happens, and then they come in together with some other objects. And then they started to talk. They really become the narrators. And I think I particularly enjoy this kind of moments. I cannot control these moments, but I really enjoy them.